With my team of 5 characters, I have reached max level and set out to take on the most difficult challenges a 5-player team can face. Welcome to Multiboxing Classic. Why don't you meet the team? Oh man, this is not looking good. I got a mana pot coming up soon though. Oh hey, quest completed, hell yeah. Hello everyone and welcome back to the series. Don't be surprised, it's still me, I just got a new microphone. I just got Benediction first attempt on my priest. Ooh, that was fun. I used 14 oils of immolation killing skeletons. That was hectic. I did a full Scholomance run, probably my one and only run. It's a fun dungeon to do and I got 2 quests done in here. The last boss was particularly interesting. It's the first time my team's gotten split up on a boss fight like this. Leecherboy got teleported into one of the rooms and had to fight his way out. There are some potential upgrades for me in here, but the runs just take so long for minor upgrades. I really like this dungeon though, so I might come back here in the future. One nice thing was the follow-up quest after getting all the Scholomance deeds. The Barov Peasant Collar. I can see this being a really useful trinket in the future. I'll have to test it out sometime. Ooh, it feels so good to finally be in here. I've played for months to get to this point. I'm doing lower Blackrock Spire runs to get the Seal of Ascension. This is the key that gets me into upper Blackrock Spire. I respec my mage to Frost, since from here on out I'll be doing mostly Blackrock Spire, which has some mobs and bosses with high fire resist. A little tip for when you come in the entrance, the Scar Shield spellbinders can be mind controlled. Once you have control, you can use them to cast a 1 hour long 81 fire resist buff on your whole team. This is going to be really helpful for me when I get to upper Blackrock Spire. To make the Seal of Ascension I need 3 gems. Spire Stone from High Lord Omok, Smolder Thorn from War Master Voon, and Blood Axe from the last boss Overlord Wormthalak. I can't enter upper Blackrock Spire until I get these 3 gems and complete the quest chain to craft the Seal of Ascension. I don't really need any gear from lower Blackrock Spire, apart from the healing ring dropped by Voon. I'm only going to be killing these 3 bosses until I get all 3 gems. The first boss I'll get to is High Lord Omok. He's in this area with all the Spirestone ogres and fighting my way to him is no problem. As a boss he's not too hard to fight, but you do have to pull him with 2 adds which makes it interesting. Still a totally doable fight though. No way, gem on my first kill? Nice. I'm going to be getting the Uber's key on my Shaman. That way down the road, if I'm ever playing on my Warrior instead of my Druid, I'll still have the key in group. If my Warrior and Druid are on the same account, I don't want my Druid having the key. Now to get to Voon, I just work my way around the troll area and fight my way down to the lower level. Voon is in this room. I just have to kill the 2 trash packs in here first. After AoEing this group for quite some time, I realized I wasn't killing them fast enough. The healing wards were ruining the pull. And I wiped. Okay, I'll have to do those groups one at a time. Got back, cleaned up what was left of those groups, and now it's time for Voon. He hits the tank pretty hard with his special ability Throw Axe, but nothing I can't handle. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward fight. Nice Druid tanking neck, but no gems sadly. I can't get that lucky though, right? The next boss I need to kill, Overlord Wormthalak, is the last boss in the dungeon. Not as easy to get to as the other 2. I came back to this bridge, jumped down, and wiped to the orcs down here. Damn, those casters hit hard. Second try, I'm going to jump down in a spot I won't immediately pull. That way I can set up to kill the pack faster. That invoker has to die first. After this, I fought my way through the spider area. Big AoE pulls here. The spiders are in pretty big packs. Oh, and when you kill a big spider, little spiders come out of them. That's how spiders work, right? I fought Mother Smolderweb, one of the easiest bosses in the place, and I was soon making my way higher into the dungeon, closer and closer to the final boss. I found out that I can skip these ogres here by jumping up this embankment. Jumping up one at a time is probably still easier than fighting 5 or 6 ogres. Time for a good old-fashioned giant AoE pull. I love AoEing so much, I still don't know why. Now the wolf duo. You might be saying, wait a minute, I only see one wolf. Well, just wait, you'll see what I mean by duo. Pretty tank and spank fight for these two, nothing special really. This next room can be dangerous. I'm almost to the end of the dungeon, there are some particularly vicious orcs in here. I made the mistake of somehow pulling the pack across the gap, and let's just say, things went downhill from there. I made my way back and things are going better. I'm being a little more careful with my pulls here. Cleared the room and now I made it to the boss's lair, the Chamber of Battle. A few packs of elite mobs to clear and now I'm facing Overlord Wormthalak. I remember something about him doing a knockup. I also remember he summons underlings to help him during the fight. I'll fight him under this archway so the knockup doesn't blast me too far. I need to kill him as fast as possible. Better to not have to deal with him and his minions at the same time. Now I just have to finish off the minions and the instance is complete. All I need to do now is check what he dropped. Wow, 2 gems from 1 run? So lucky. I'm glad I got this one too, since it takes a while to get to this boss. Now all I need is the Voon gem. In the meantime, I've been working on professions for my team. With the upcoming release of Zul'Gurub, I plan on getting 300 tailoring on my mage and warlock for the Bloodvine set bonus. I just finished tailoring on my mage, I'll do my warlock later this week. I'm also getting to 265 enchanting on my druid. This is so I can craft the BOP trinket Smoking Heart of the Mountain, a best in slot mitigation trinket for druid tanks. Getting this trinket isn't as simple as leveling enchanting and buying the pattern from the auction house. I had to find a Blood of the Mountain, a somewhat rare crafting material. It's only found in dark iron deposits and dropped by molten destroyers and molten core. Once I have that, I need to go to a special place to craft the trinket, the Black Forge. I made my way through familiar paths in Blackrock Depths on my way to the Forge. It seems like so long ago I was here, even though it's hardly been a month. The Forge is located near the entrance to Molten Core. No doubt you've seen it at some point while running this dungeon. There it is, the Smoking Heart of the Mountain. A trinket I'll wear for a long time as a druid tank. Okay, back to my Blackrock Spire key. I killed Voon a total of 4 more times before getting the Gemstone of Smolderthorn. All in all, pretty good luck on getting all 3 gems and 7 boss kills. I'm happy about it. I have to talk to this guy here, turn in all 3 gems and the Unadorned Seal, and then go to Dustwallow Marsh. I made it to the cave in the south of the zone here. I have to find this dragon, get him to low health, mind control him, place the seal on the ground, and get him to breathe on it to forge it properly. And once I return to Valen, I now have the Seal of Ascension, granting me access into Upper Blackrock Spire. In Stratlive again, this time doing the quest of Love and Family. This is part of the quest chain that eventually leads to Scarlet Subterfuge. It's a great elite quest chain to do, and it'll eventually reward me with a nice healing ring for my druid, shaman, and priest. I had another go at the last boss. He dropped a helmet that might be good for my shaman's enhanced set if I ever want one. I also got 2 righteous orbs this run, which is some pretty good profit. I turned in the head of Balnazar. It just dropped from the last boss in Stratlive, which gave me some free quest money and a follow-up to kill Baron Rivendare. I'll do that eventually. Now I'm going to work on completing Scarlet Subterfuge. I have to get human disguises from Miranda the Hag and travel to Hearthglen. Most of you probably know what this quest is all about. I escort this guy out of Hearthglen, helping him kill his former allies, to eventually have a face-off with Inquisitor Isilian. Well, spoiler alert, Talon dies, which leaves the Grand Inquisitor no one to fight but me. I then had a long fight with him, almost dying, until Tyrion comes out of exile to save the day and give old Isilian the royal beatdown. Quest complete! Not only do I get some sick rewards, but I got Tyrion off his ass. Ungoro Crater. Didn't expect me here, did you? I'm here to get some Crystal Ward. I need 4 of them to turn in for the Librum of Tenacity, which gives 125 extra armor to helmet or legs. I happened upon King Mosh. It's kind of a bucket list thing for me to kill him, so here we go. Got him. 2 greens, not bad. I got all the materials, it's time to make the Arcanum. There it is, 125 armor, let's put it on. 8433 armor in bear form before the Arcanum. Motherfucker, this does not scale with bear form, and someone lied to me. God damn it, why didn't I Google this? Okay, I'm going into LBRS with my friend Romulox. He was bored, so I asked him to 6-man it with me. I realized I need to do this quest Warlord's Command. I forgot that it's the first quest in the long Onyxia attunement chain. It'll also lead me to the 180 armor trinket, which is amazing for bear tanks. Long story short about the LBRS run, I forgot that since I was in a raid group I wasn't getting credit for the quest, so basically the whole run was a waste and I'll have to do it another time without Romulox. One silver lining though is I did get the Rosewine Circle healing ring for my priest, so now he has both pre-raid best healing rings. But while I have Romulox with me, we decided to have some fun and do my first rend run. I know this isn't normal for me as I usually just do things with my team of 5, but I'm confident I can do this myself and I haven't played with Romulox in a while. I miss blasting in dungeons with him. We're actually already lucky enough to have a Jet ID from the LBRS we just did. That's a good start. First thing I came upon in Ubers is the room with all the alcoves. I have to kill all the orcs in the alcoves to progress to the next room. They're pretty easy mobs, just have to make sure I kill the summoners quickly so they don't summon more orcs. You know how that can get. Then the Hall of Kindling. Cool name for a room with a fire boss. Once I start the event by clicking on this altar, the orc channelers will attack me. They have a really unique ability. They cast a channeled stun that lasts 30 seconds. The weird thing is, I don't have to actually interrupt them to cancel it. All I have to do is damage them when they stop channeling the stun. So as long as I keep the AoE damage flowing, I should be fine. After that comes the awakening of Pyrogard Emberseer. He drops the True Strike shoulders, which might be useful for my druid, and a fire resist cloak that should come in handy for tanking. Now the dungeon gets a little harder, more big dragonkins and hard-hitting orc elites. A lot of the pulls in the next room I'll do out here for safety. Here's Jed. Let's see if I can get a trinket. I fought my way through the room and it's time to start the rend event. I jump down here in the corner as it won't trigger the event, giving me some time to rebuff and mana up. Once I walk to the middle of the room, the event starts. The waves themselves aren't that bad. It's unfortunate that all I have is caster DPS as the chromatic dragon spawns have high magic resistances. We got through all the waves without a hitch and it's time for the final wave with Rend Blackhand himself. He initially comes out riding his noble steed Gith. Once we slap Gith around a bit, Rend will dismount and fight side by side with his dying dragon. Or is it a drake? Ooh, the crit ring. Very nice. So that's my experiment done for the day. It seems totally doable to 5-man Jed rend runs. I almost forgot. I finished getting my Warlock to 300 tailoring. Now my Mage and Warlock are both ready for Bloodvine when Phase 4 drops. My last lower Blackrock Spire run to finish the Warlord's Command quest. Pretty easy. I went to turn it in and now I have the quest to kill Rend. I tried and tried to find a Jet ID but had no luck. I even got locked out of the dungeon for like 25 minutes on a few of my boys. I'll have to settle for a rend run for now. My first 5-man attempt. The Alcoves room was pretty easy. I had one wipe due to mobs running away into another pack, but it's something I can easily avoid. The Channelers and Emberseer were similarly easy. Working my way up from the legendary Leroy Jenkins room, things got a bit harder, but nothing I couldn't handle. I suffered one more wipe due to a botched pull, and before I knew it, I was at the Rend encounter. This time I don't have that extra 6th person. Let's see how this goes. The first few waves were as easy as expected, nothing threatening here. Once I got to the last few waves with 2+ elites per wave, I was killing them with just enough time to drink up before the next wave, cutting it a little close. The second pack with 3 elites, which means it's the last pack before Rend. I would worry here, but I know there's a big gap before Rend comes out himself. As long as I can deal with this wave, I should be able to drink up for the boss fight. About a minute after clearing the last pack, I see the gate raise once more. I'm saving my cooldowns to use on Rend. It looks like Gith shares the high spell resistance of the Dragonkin mobs in the waves. It's important I keep him faced away from my boys so they don't get hit by his breath attacks. One of the worst things about Gith is his threat drop. The freeze ability he does is easily dispellable by my priest, but every time he knocks me back he drops threat, running to attack one of the boys. And then Rend pops out. I need to finish off Gith as fast as possible or this could go south. Ooh, Gith is down, now it's simpler. Not easy, but simpler. Rend hits like a truck and has a mortal strike. Who's gonna die first, him or Tanker Boy? With the help of a mana potion, Leecherboy saves the day. I now have 5 Rend heads to drop for 5 Warchief's blessings. This server is gonna love me. And my first solo Rend run is complete. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to kill the beast tonight. Now it's for real. Everything up to Rend in this dungeon will seem easy once you see what's after him. The trash packs get harder, and harder again once I eventually get close to Drac. The assassins can gouge, which is a real boner, and all the mobs of course stop attacking me and won't break the gouge. This isn't accurate of PvP at all. The packs I have to kill to get to the beast aren't actually that bad, but I did wipe once from an assassin's gouge. Okay, trash cleared, time for the beastie boy. I'm sticking my casters in this corner so they don't get blasted around by his knock-up ability. I'll also be dropping Tremor Totem as I know he fears. My only worry is if I can kill him before I run out of mana. 80,000 health is a lot of damage to do. Uh-oh, got too separated from my group. I read some old forum posts the other day that if you run him past the flaming barrier of logs, he'll reset. So that was a lie. Good first try at least. Round 2. I keep having to taunt him back to my druid. I'm not sure if he has some kind of threat drop mechanic or what's going on. I just didn't have enough juice to finish him. My healer and 2 of my DPS ran out of mana before he died. I did get him to around 14k health though. Third time's the charm. This fight took a total of 2 minutes and I barely killed him in the end with my druid dead and my warlock dying. Nice! I got the one item off him that I wanted, the pre-bis bracers for my druid. This is a lot more than I expected for today. I'm very happy. I'm so close now to my goal. I downed Rend, I downed the beast, just one more boss to go. Thank you for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch me in real time, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and I have a link below for my Discord server. Until next time, happy gaming.